Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harv's World. Man, we have got a lot of chat going on starting out today. Fantastic. Let me catch up with who I can because a lot of my chat's already rolled by. We've got Lee, Ray, Forrest. Welcome to the stream. Eric Kuntz, David Smith, Ray. I said Ray. I play. Sprue and Glue, our moderator, is back. He's the Sunday moderator, guys. He does watch on Wednesdays, but he can't chat. So Sparky and whomever else I missed. My apologies if I've missed anybody, but I will catch you up as things go along. Somebody said Daggerwin might stop by. How cool would that be? Paul Tunks, Mr. Swede. All those familiar faces coming back in. Forrest, I'm not familiar with you. I apologize, but glad to have you, man. Very glad to have you. Yeah, we do multiplayer here most of the time. Occasionally I'll do an impromptu. Optimus, how you doing, bud? Those coins took a big hit. I saw a big news article the other, or was it yesterday or this morning, where coins have taken a big downturn, but they rebounded. They're not quite as bad as they initially were. But anyway, we have got Sharka, we have got Caveman, and I'm going to take a big risk today. Big risk to see how things go. Hey, anytime, Forrest. Daggerwin was one of the first ones I watched. He kind of, yeah, he started all this, and him and Mr. Sealy P are the guys who inspired me to get my channel started in the way that I play the game. Anyway, we have got Sharko and Caveman. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Moving.
I play.
Trevor Blythe, welcome to the stream. Oh, good, Optimus. Good to hear. A little business to get out of the way. Yes, our Christmas fundraiser for families in need is still going strong. We have made 2,058, or you guys, I should say, be very proud of yourselves. We're up to $2,058 to donate to families in need for Christmas. Give yourselves a huge pat on the back, guys. A huge pat. You should be very proud of yourselves. One more week. A week from today is the final day. So if you want to get it in, feel free. Just being here actually really helps. And, feel free to share the streams, whatever you can do to get it out there so people know what's going on. With that said, Mr. Prolensky, bud, I got so busy this morning, I was going to text and see how you're doing, man. How are you holding up? That was rough, bud. Very rough. All right, Rob. Good to have you with us for a little bit, man. We will catch you later. But I hope you're doing okay, Kevin. I hope you're on the mend, and maybe by now the pain has gone down a little bit. Man, that was rough, dude. Okay, so, one more order of business. The T-shirts that everybody won. Let's see. FS22, Sprue and Glue got his copy. David Smith donated his copy to Families in Need. And the T-shirts, I think I've got them all. I've got to package them out and mail them to you this week. Before the end of the week, they will be packaged and sent. So, in a couple weeks, start looking for a package from Harv's World, because they are coming. I think that's business. So let's get to the game. There's stuff you got to communicate and make sure everybody's on top of and knows. Anyway, what am I going to do today? Not that. This. I better make sure I'm on my own farm since we swap around so much. Yes, I am. I'm taking out $1 million. And I already owe 200,000. This could bury me. This could bury me if they'll let me take out $1 million. I don't even know what my loan capacity is, but I'm going to shoot for $1 million. Nope. They will only let me take 500,000. Up to 500,000. That's pretty weak sauce if you ask me. So that plan is shot. However, I can still move along.
I say we could take it alone too. Caveman and I. Give it to you.
It's up to you guys if you want to do that. We can move this plan forward.
Already, so.
Your call. What do you think?
Well, since we are doing this community style, sharing equipment and stuff, what we could do is you could get what you're gonna get with yours, and then we could take out loans and help fill in the rest.
Okay, well, I'm going to buy that farmland we talked about. So I'm going to buy 74, 75, and 76 and really expand my farmland. So I will do that with the money that I have. And I'm down to 130,000. So the best I could come up with is a trailer and a harvester. But that's going to cut me seriously short on funds.
Well, I've got enough right now to get the trailer if you just want to grab the harvester.
I can take it enough to get another harvester because I'm already in a decently sized loan. To get another harvester wouldn't cost me that much more.
Well, yes, I'm buying a trailer.
All right.
That does mean though, if Caveman sells it, he'll get all the money. Pretty sure it goes by his trailer owned.
I'm not 100% sure how that goes.
I'm pretty sure that's what I thought it was too.
I kind of think that might be right. But anyway, we're going to buy 2 Kloss Dominators because they're so cheap. Oh, you know what we don't have though?
What?
It's
We're going to have to kick in money to get a silo. Because I can't do both. We got to have a silo. Unless we just tip it on the ground. And we're not going to be able to do the silos with the augers on them because that runs the price up too high.
I thought those were cheaper, I thought.
you got more storage for the same price, but you could get cheaper if you go around differently.
Mm.
So am I still buying the trailer?
Yep.
Okay, I just bought the trailer.
We'll worry about the silo later. We can just run to a sale point. So
That's true. We're planning to sell it anyways.
I will buy a harvester. Sharka will buy a harvester.
Okay, what harvesters are y'all buying?
The Kloss
Dominator.
Dominators.
Okay.
With no frills. Actually, I'm almost tempted to lease the harvesters now.
Well, I bought the harvester, so
I
we
bought
own
it.
a harvester now.
Okay, and I'm buying. I guess I'll buy the 2 header trailers.
Right now, no, we don't need header. We're not buying headers. We're leasing headers.
I know, but we still got to move them.
We can just have them on for now if we're just using the one.
Not the Capellos. The Capellos fold.
Oh, I already bought them. Oh well, it's fine. We'll use them.
Which one ones are we using? We're using the...
You said it would run the small Capello.
It runs the Capellos are the folding ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it will run the 8, the Capello, whatever it is, 8. I'm pretty sure it'll run that.
It's a 6 meter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it runs that.
All right. So there we go. 2 harvesters, a trailer. You guys want to load up the harvesters with those headers? I'll grab a trailer. And we got a bunch of other equipment to lease up today too.
You just want to go ahead and grab the actual trailer?
Yeah, I'm grabbing the trailer. I seriously doubt we'll ever need those header trailers, but just in case, I guess we have them now.
Well, yeah, we got them from when we get the other headers.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the people how fast they drive on this map, they might want to have the header trailers so we don't just get smashed.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah, that was my thinking. So what if we just got them early?
Hey Lee, how are you doing? 60, man, people have 100 hours, 61 hours. You guys are animals. Well, when I checked on this, there was sunflowers ready to harvest in one of the new fields I just bought. Yep, there they are. It's a good sized field. It's not in the best shape, but it should at least pay back a little bit. You guys might want to switch to my farm too. I guess it doesn't matter necessarily, but yeah, I was trying to preempt that particular argument that was coming, so I didn't get there in time.
I was gonna say, I think whoever sells the grain is who gets the money.
Well, whoever buys the lime certainly doesn't pay for it.
That's nothing. I'm pretty sure who owns the trailer. I mean,
Oh,
if the other
we'll
person
figure
needs
it
money
out.
and we only have one person selling stuff, that person can just give everyone the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul, we don't have government subsidy installed, and I'm really, I don't like using it. It's too easy to let that thing get out of control. I mean, you know, a little self-discipline, throw in some cash and whatever, but we're trying to play a little bit straight here. So it's a good suggestion, but
trailer.
Okay, so harvesting this field.
yep. Sunflowers for the
Righty.
win. Mr. Swede, you have 5 minutes. Lee, I'm sorry to hear you've been laid up with knee pain, man. I know how that feels. Yeah, we've traded contractor access. Everybody has contractor access across. So we're good there. It's no worries. I'm going to let you guys do the plucking today. I think I'm going to I don't know. We've got a field of sugar beets down here on the end also that are ready to harvest, and I'm debating now on whether I just want to plow them under or if we should go ahead and grab them. Without a silo, though, it's probably not worth grabbing them. Probably not worth grabbing them at the moment. Because we've got other junk to get done today, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also debating on keeping that barley field over there, but at the same time, I really just want to merge all of these fields into one. Let's see when that barley would be ready to harvest. It might be worth it. And the barley would come off in June. Oh, and that reminds me, we got to get our speed up. Oh, and I once again haven't logged in as admin, so I can't adjust the speed. There we go. How much do you guys have off that field after one pass or two passes?
2 passes, 13 or right at 1,400 liters.
No, there's not going to be crap coming off this field. I'm kind of sorry to have wasted the money on the headers now.
Yeah, I was gonna say around 14.
Yeah, I understand, Ray. And anybody who wants to know, it's in this menu right here. So if I click on Sharko Gaming, I can give him my accesses or Sharko's farm. And it's not individual anymore, it's by farm. So if I have to select Sharko's farm in farm management and add contractor access. CAVEMAN'S farm, contractor access. So that's where you find farm or your contractor accesses for those who have had problems with that in the past. A lot of their interfaces now are very intuitive at the same time. They're not very intuitive at all sometimes.
I'll get a decent amount if I'd say sunflowers off this field.
You know, what about 5,000 liters?
I'm almost at 2,000 now, so I'd say maybe around 6, 7.
I'm over 2,000.
Okay. Well, that's a little better. My gas pedal's being picky.
Ah. That's 3 passes plus the headland pass up at the top end.
Yeah, we might get 7,000. Maybe. It's going to be quick. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
These things load actually unload quite fast.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
The paint prices are brutal though. I'd actually say they're a lot better than they were in 19.
Sparky. Hey, Elitas, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Paint prices are brutal. I've always found the landscaping prices, even in 19, were a little bit excessive. Harley, how you doing? Any tater tots today, Harley? If you are, it might be. Don't tell me, because I could get hungry, and that would be bad. Okay.
Usually when Harv takes out a loan from the bank, it's just him loaning the 18 million.
What happened there?
The trailer collision is slightly off.
Oh, that's nice. That's always a good thing.
Trailer collision or harvester collision?
Trailer collision, I'm betting.
Well, we know that Giants likes to make their collisions oversized. Okay. I'm not familiar with Liberate. Oh, now that time I did hit Sharko. That was my fault. This trailer's a little bit taller than.
It is quite tall. For a very small pipe. Relative.
Grab that little piece over there by you, Sharky, before you fold up on the other side of the trailer.
Yeah, I saw that. How much do we have?
71.50. Oh, bacon and eggs on. Nothing wrong with bacon and eggs on toast either. I think I'm going to keep the barley field. That means that Sharko, you might want to go grab your weeder. Although these weeds might have grown beyond weeder at this point.
If I can go pick it up.
Your weeder's already here, Sharko.
Oh, it is right here.
Oh yeah, it is. It's attached to my tractor, isn't it?
Yep,
See,
and my subsoil is attached to the front of your tractor.
wait a minute. Let me double check that field before we do any work on it. I want to see what's necessary. Because if too much is necessary, it needs lime. It doesn't need plowing, and it's got no fertilizer on it. But it needs lime. Let's just get rid of it.
Isn't it?
Let's get rid of it. So I'm going to go, don't start plowing it yet. I want to mulch it first. Please.
You want to mulch it first? Okay.
Yeah, but I got to find a sale place for these sunflower seeds. Well, sunflower seeds are selling for a bloody good price. I'm not shipping them by train right now, though, so...
It costs 1,000 to ship by train, not big enough, I would say.
Johnson's Farmer Market. There goes Sharko crashing like we expect him to. Okay. I'm going to go sell the sunflower seeds. I will pick up a mulcher on the way back. If one of you wants to find the lime fertilizer spreader
It's here.
and fill it up with lime somewhere. Actually, the lime fill point's real close to here, I believe.
It is. It's just north of the train tracks.
It's not very far.
Hey, Matthew Albert. Doing well, man. Doing well. The word of the stream is family. Good point, Sprue. Absolutely. The Harv's World family.
Yeah, but we actually have a little bit of lime left here. I'll fill up with this first.
So what are you mulching all the fields? And
All three of them. If we don't have a plow, an actual plow, we're going to need one.
we don't have an actual plow.
You can go ahead, if you want to grab a plow, start just merging those fields together. A sprue. Oh my god, Sharko, learn to drive. They've got your number, Sharko. I think I better go this way. And they're not cutting you any slack.
Nope, my insurance company hates me.
I play. Family is in we're all in this together, or family is in Mom, he's looking at me, don't touch me, that's mine.
Good day, Sharko. Can you not drive today?
Hey, I didn't crash at all on Friday.
He actually did. I was doing the crashing on Friday, so amazingly, Sharko had a crash-proof stream, if you can believe it.
It's hard to believe.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Matthew. I mean, as good as you can be, that's a good thing, but it sounds like you might be having a difficult time at the moment, and I'm sorry to hear that. If there's anything we can do to help, please let us know. We'll do what we can. We're all in this together. Which is something that I think we often forget. You know?
By the way, I looked at the price of how much my tractor is to sell.
It's $100 million.
No, 15,000.
That's all.
That's all it's worth.
Oh my god, did you see that car just run me off the road? Literally, this car sideswiped me and pushed me off the road. Changed lanes right into me and pushed me off the road.
How much horsepower does your tractor have?
260. But I'm going to try to buy the biggest roller I can to get those fields mulched as quick as I can. See what the mulcher horsepowers are and we'll have a better idea.
Mulcher. The highest horsepower mulcher at 6 meters is 200 horsepower.
Okay. Even the rollers run that high of a horsepower under the mulchers. There's one roller there that's, I think it's orange or something, that I like the look of. Holy crap, the sale point
I'm under
is...
mulchers.
Go ahead.
I see an orange roller. I see a blue roller.
Maybe it's blue. Hang on,
that blue roller is 150 horsepower and it's 5.8 meters wide.
I was talking about...
It also runs 11 miles an hour.
I was talking about the Noki. Yeah, the red one there. I said orange, but it's red.
Oh.
I'll take the Noki.
Okay.
It only runs 130 though, so if you need this tractor for a bigger plow, I've got smaller tractors that'll run it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Optimus. That car that ran me off the road had an I Love Sharko sticker on it, apparently.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the AI drivers are ridiculous in FS22, and I could not have picked a sale point farther away from my farm. It's literally in the super far northwest corner of the map, and my farm is in the super far southeast corner of the map.
That's a good point.
Oh,
All to make $7,000.
okay. If you're gonna go ahead and lease that Noki, you want to go ahead and lease that, and I'll go ahead and start mulching till you get back because I can't pick the plow up.
Oh, because it's too big.
It's too big.
All right, I'll swing by there and get the plow on the way back through.
And I'm gonna go grab my weight because you still might need the weight. It's a heavy plow.
Oh, and I totally missed how much we made on those.
You can check in your stats menu.
But it actually did go to you, right?
9,000. We made 9,000 on those sunflowers, so that was actually worth harvesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
After leasing the headers, maybe 7,000. I don't know what the header cost was. They Sharko taught all the AI drivers how to drive. They watched all the old Harv's World streams and said that's how we want our AI drivers to drive.
It's the cheapest for giants to hire.
There you go.
Mostly because I paid them the 18 million.
Although we were joking about having a giant spy in our Discord because for at least a year, well, the better part of a year, I've had the Harv's World FS19 Academy where I post all of my tutorial videos for easy access in the Discord. And then Giants for 22 comes out with the Giants Farm Sim Academy. Not that Academy is like such a word that people wouldn't think of it, but it's like,
Tutorials, they had to go for Academy. And they went for the 101 too, and all that.
right. Oh yeah.
If it wasn't the exact same, scheming behind it, it wouldn't look as fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had the tutorials broken into 3 separate 101, 201, and 301 based on potential difficulty level.
There's a weight up here for you to use as well. It is a heavy plow.
Okay. I'm afraid to see it. Although on Friday's stream, Caveman, the impromptu in Erlingrat, you would have been proud of the field we created.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's pretty massive.
I'd have to go back and watch it.
It's 3 hours long.
Okay.
Well, did everybody get a nice tour of Elmcreek today? Because God knows I've driven almost every frickin' part of it.
What the heck? Apparently the train's in the middle of the map. Not on the rails.
Matthew, Albert, you sincerely have my condolences. I understand how hard that can be, bud.
Yes. Condolences.
Our thoughts and prayers will go out to you and the rest of your family during this time of grief, especially around the holidays. That can be very, very difficult. So hang in there, bud. Outdoor Corey and friends, and I'm not sure if I actually got to say hi to Jordan the Canadian kid. Good to have you with us again, bud. It's not that big of a plow.
Well, for my tractor, it didn't want to pick it up with the weight, so.
Alright, I've got the plow. I'm on my way back. Does this thing not fold? There it is. For some reason it was cocked. It wasn't in travel position.
It doesn't spawn in travel position. It won't let you set it down in travel position.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I got a bone to pick with Giants over the way some of the implements that they've, folding them up and putting them away for best storage makes the most sense, but you can't drop them from your tractor unless they're unfolded and spread wide.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all.
Doesn't.
What should the hashtag be, David? What am I missing? I often miss little details.
Oh.
Are we
it does
spreading
say
lime
PV
on those
uncharted.
already? Oh, it says P. Yeah, okay. On the description. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that. Okay, I will take care of that post stream for all of these streams because I'm sure they all say PV Uncharted. Oh, Sharko did lime this already.
You already limed some of it.
Well, we're gonna roll it all.
We're rolling everything.
Yep, everything. If you
But
would,
that's
So I
a good
just
If-
keep rolling straight through.
if you'd rather plow, then let me know, and I will be happy to let you plow. And I'll
We're rolling
roll.
sugar beets too, right?
We're rolling everything. We're not harvesting
I'll
those
be right
sugar
back.
beets right now. We don't have the money for it. Create fields, yes. Drop that bad boy down.
Here, let me just turn back around real quick and. Oh wow! It mulches the grass and everything.
Yes, it does.
And it works in reverse.
No, 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 no. Ah, crap.
What?
I didn't want to. I dropped my plow and then almost caught it and then double tapped the button. I didn't want to.
Didn't want to plow up what wasn't mulched.
I didn't want to plow on that section of the road.
Oh.
But I got one little dinky plow. I'll fix it. I'll just paint it in. Oops.
Plow works in both forward and reverse, and runs 11 miles an hour both directions.
Oh, the mulcher.
Yes.
Very nice. This is going to turn into a hardy field.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm back.
Wow, your brother's going to the Winnipeg hockey game today with his friends, huh? And his fiance. That's very cool. Very nice. We haven't done any. There's supposed to be lowered productivity based on stuff like that, based on the quality of your implements, especially your harvesters. You want to keep those well maintained. Oh, what was I thinking? That's my field too. Yes, it is. So I want to plow this road. Over to the barley field. That's right. So, is that Canadian football or are you talking about soccer? Because frankly, in the U.S., football is football. And in other countries, most of the time, they mean soccer.
Canada's soccer, so football means American football.
The Winnipeg Jets are the hockey team. I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not a sports guy.
Well, that big field needs lime too.
I am not a sports guy.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not much of a sports guy either.
I know y'all love your sports, and I respect that. It's just not anything that I've ever. The few times I have taken an interest, it was short-lived. It is what it is.
Can I subsoil what cavemen's are already mulched, or no? Does that have to be a plow?
No, you can
Or is that
subsoil.
rolled?
Anything that needs plowing, you can run the subsoiler on. And
Provided it's been mulched.
provided it's been mulched.
Actually, no. Everything looks fine. Actually, yeah, everything's fine. Actually,
Nothing needs
no
a plow.
needed. No.
Go ahead and plow everything anyway.
That's not necessary. I will grab a cultivator, a good sized cultivator to run after this, and then we'll run a roller, a seed bed roller.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is,
I
There
can
are-
figure that.
There are parts, there are little specks it looks like it needs plowing.
That line, line.
The entire barley field needs plowing.
oh well,
Does it?
Yes,
It shows it just needs lime for me.
it shows to me that it needs plowing.
turn the
Hey, the
lime
barley
off.
field?
Turn the lime off.
Which one's? Wait, which
Turn
one's
everything
barley
off
field?
but plowing.
Okay. I see it. Yeah. Okay.
There we go. I'll take
Now
your
we'll
word
start
for it,
plowing
Sprue. I will take your word for it, bud. American
Yeah, barley
football
field's being plowed
is like rugby, where soccer is real football. Now, whatever. Y'all can argue over your sports. Be my guest.
But yeah, it has to be plowed anyways. Because there's the subsoil is picking up big rocks.
It does still need to be mulched, though. It needs to be rolled and mulched.
Do I want mulched first or after I plow it?
Before. You gotta mulch it before.
And I'm going not to plow it.
Although some of it's getting plowed because I've got to get these strips of road out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Just not too much. Because I'm just crazy enough to merge this into one gigantic field that we don't have nearly size enough equipment to to manage. And the
bring a lot of money in though.
only thing we could remotely plant right now is grass, or leave it fallow until. And I'm butchering this plow job like crazy. Oh well.
Oh, did you hear that the subsoiler 6M is being sent off to Giants soon?
Oh shoot. Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah.
You guys remember those the Coker, the Cokerling vectors that we installed today.
Yeah.
Those apparently mulch and cultivate in one pass. And I forgot until just now, which that was the whole reason I installed them.
Oh. Well, I'm using the mulcher you leased, so.
I know. I just totally forgot about it.
You only have. I was gonna say, I don't think we have a tractor that can pull it.
What
Oh,
does
we
it
do.
take
Your
for the
tractor can pull
smallest one?
Smallest one's 220.
Yeah, I can pull it.
Bigger one's 280.
Sarka, if you're bored, you can subsoil anything that's already been mulched if you want. But only if
Does it
you
make
want.
sense though? Does it make
Well, I
sense
mean,
to do that?
it acts as a cultivator and a plow at the same time. So,
It'll reset the whole field. Yeah.
yeah, it'll reset the whole field.
That's fair.
That's true.
And you'd have the whole field on the same plow. If you did subsoil, you'd have the whole field on the same plow schedule,
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Absolutely outstanding.
which will make it easier in the long run.
Michael A. Big shout out, hashtag Michael A. for a $25 tip to the Christmas fund. Thank you so much, sir. Very
Thank
much
you,
appreciate that.
Michael A.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
We'll go a long way toward helping our families in need for sure. This all has to be mulched, though.
I'm slowly working on it.
Now, I'm going to see about that Cokerling. Let's take a look here. Was that under cultivators?
Yeah.
Oh, they're there.
And the mulcher's supposed to do what? Add extra yield to the crop or something?
Something like 5% or something
Five.
like
It's
that.
supposed to be a 5% boost in productivity.
5% on a field this size is gonna be massive.
The Cokerling mod, Charco, runs 280 horsepower.
Click it and it'll choose a smaller one.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's strange.
Your
Interesting.
tractor's only 270, isn't it?
261.
61.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab that mulcher.
Anything small off to this field.
Do we need? I'll leave the plow just in case we need it again. I'll go grab that second mulcher and we can get working. Giants must have gotten tired of coming back into their maps and replacing all of the signs people were knocking down, because most of them you can just drive through now. Wouldn't you like to have that job? You have to log in every night and replace the signs that people drove over. I believe mulching does add a fertilizer state too, Eric. You might be right about that. I'd love to see a good pull behind harvester too. There were many other brands besides just Far. I do like the Far. I used it quite a bit. Still have it. But
there are other brands out there that made pull behind harvesters. I know Case made one. I know John Deere made one. I think there might have been a New Holland pull behind harvester too.
That wouldn't surprise me. I do like the fact that they base game started with a small harvester, or a small baler. I mean,
Oh, I already found a spot you missed with your actual plow.
well, we still have the plow, so it's fixable. Oh, I should have gone straight down to the barley field. Oh well, I can still go down this road. Simon C., welcome to the stream. Bomata, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us, man.
Welcome.
I am busy burying myself in the debt of farming. We're trying to prep a massive, well, not exactly massive, but, you know, a big field. And supposedly, this particular mod mulches and cultivates all in one go. So we'll see what actually happens when it's all said and done. And I guess I should have started on the other side of the field.
Well, that whole section over there needs to be plowed anyway.
Oh, that's right. It needs. I need to go to the beet field. The beet field doesn't need plowed.
Beet field's almost done.
But okay, we were. But we needed to get it mulched, so it doesn't matter if I'm cultivating. Also, I'll be mulching. We just have to make sure we plow it.
Yes.
Okay.
Sharko's just got to go plow the whole field.
Right.
Yeah, right. He'll get it figured out.
We got this. We got it.
Unless Sharko's disappeared again, because I see his tractor, but I don't see him moving. I don't hear him talking.
Ruh-roh. Derice, welcome to the stream. I'm not sure what you're asking. How many play farm game form? Not entirely sure of the question there, bud. If you could clarify it for me, I'll be happy to answer it for you. Jordan went to see the Eternals last night. He says it's pretty good, so if you are digging the whole superhero thing, I was. But like any good thing, I got a little bit burnout on it. Too many superheroes, not enough that I can keep track of. Not enough time to keep track of them all, I guess is really what I was trying to say there. Now, have we decided officially that direct drills are broken? Like all
Yes.
direct drills are broken?
Yes.
Okay. And the reason we say that is because I did 1.5 passes on Sharko's field planting grass and went through 1,700 liters of seed. Maybe 150 yards total. Peter Tutton, how you doing? Good to have you with us. And pain is your body reminding you that you're alive. I'd rather my body remind me I were alive in other ways, like you're hungry. Or
I've always heard pain is weakness leaving the body.
there you go. I think we full blown lost Charco.
I think we might have full-blown lost Charco as well.
Let's take a look. See if he's even still on the map. He's still in.
He's still on Discord.
Dim Snow Buddy, if you have periodic plowing turned on, you still have to plow. Cultivating does not count for plowing. And so far, it's been just like FS19. Periodic plowing is only required the first time you get on a field and harvest it. For some reason, they set everything to needing plowed at the very beginning of a map. And then if you plant corn, potatoes, sugar beets, or sugar cane, that's when periodic plowing kicks in. Otherwise, you don't usually have to plow. I know what Vivo is, but I don't use it directly. Well, at this point, all jokes aside, I actually hope Charco's okay. I'm sure there was probably something going on with his family he needed to address, so. And unfortunately, this barley field has a lot of stone in it. We're going to have to do a frickin' stone rock picker. It's not the little stones that we can just roll. Yeah, pain is exhausting. If you've ever had to deal with chronic pain, it will wear you out. Yeah, yep, that's right, Eric. Potatoes, you plow after potatoes. I've used the Kuhn 600 direct drill, never had a problem, but never planted grass. It could be mod specific, I suppose, because we were using Giant's modded Vaderstadt cedar.
I did test the base games, and they seem to use a lot more seed if they were direct drill for grass than a non-direct drill would.
But it's just grass?
That's what I tested with because I knew it was doing with grass. I didn't test it with anything else. But I mean, I can.
Well, the only thing we could remotely
not a good idea for grass.
Right, the only thing we could remotely plant in this field right now is grass. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Maybe we plant grass in this, harvest it, and then I can plow it under and put a full crop in of something next spring. At least it's productive that way. It's not sitting fallow the whole winter. Yeah, exactly, Sparky. Chronic pain is the worst, man. I have dealt with that from time to time, but not as bad as some.
I just saw Sharko's mic light up, so he's around at least.
Yeah, I heard a mic bump somewhere. There he is.
Okay. Everything okay with you? You just vanished.
Yeah, sorry, my uncle showed up.
Okay, well, as long as everything's okay.
I couldn't just ignore the door.
No, that would be bad. Sorry, Uncle Sharko. I was busy playing a video game and just couldn't be bothered to. I guess I could have been coming down this beet field and you were only mulching, so I could have been cultivating it because it doesn't need plowed, right?
Right, but my theory would be to get the whole field on the same plow state if possible. But That's just what I like to do.
Well, if it doesn't need plowed, it shouldn't need plowed unless we plant a crop that requires plowing.
I still don't know how y'all never have to plow.
I still don't know
If
why you do.
like I'm serious, every time is it periodic plowing required? Every third harvest, it shows up that I need plowing,
The only time
regardless of what I plant.
the only time it shows up for me is the 4 crops I mentioned: sugarcane, corn, potatoes, and sugar beets.
Now the question to everybody else out there is, whose game's broken, mine or Harv's?
You're the one with the thing that says breaking the game my way, so
Yeah, but mine does that same thing that CAVEMAN'S does. It's every third plant.
lime, yes, absolutely. Every third harvest you have to lime.
For me, it's lime and plow if periodic plowing is turned on.
Not me.
No, those things are making quick work.
Yeah, well, mine runs at 11 miles an hour.
Mine's running 9.
Just one thing I realized on this server, my speed is miles, but when I do a single player, it runs at kilometers. So it's not. I think it's world based now.
Simon says he plows every harvest and it prevents weeds.
I mean that could make sense, yeah. But no, but we plowed our fields and we still got weeds in them. Like
Yeah.
those canola fields we plowed and got weeds in them. So.
Yep. Michael Aubrey says he doesn't plow every third harvest.
To be fair, I haven't done 19. It was out with this game. I've only done it once, 2 years. But
Well, we're not
made it to third year.
we're talking about what does the game require. Does the game, if periodic plowing is turned on, does that mean you plow every third yield? I say no, it doesn't, and I've never experienced that requirement.
For me, it's always required that. Always.
And for me, it never has. Ashton Rowley, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us, man.
All right, Shark, are you gonna start subsoiling, or you want to hand me the subsoil back and I'll start subsoiling?
I was just trying to look to see if it says in the menu which one's which.
Okay.
I was just actually move that if you just plan on dropping it.
Actually, that's interesting. But we didn't harvest those beets. They've been plowed under, so you wouldn't have to harvest after sugar beets because we didn't actually harvest them. So I will start cultivating the beet field so Sharko can plow or Caveman, or whomever. Or both. Doesn't matter.
I've only got one subsoiler, unless Shark is gonna go lease another one.
Well, the plow's here still.
Well, that's true. We do, but to run the plow, we can't run the plow and the cultivator with this tractor.
Yeah. What does that plow require?
220, I think.
This runs 220 also.
My tractor wouldn't pick it up without a front weight.
Let's see if I can.
Eric, the impromptu streams are exactly that. They're impromptu. I don't know when they're going to start, or if they're going to start. That's why they're impromptu. Sometimes I just want to play, and I figure I might as well stream while I'm playing. So that's kind of the whole point. I don't want those streams to become expected or have a time schedule. It's just if they happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. But we did say that we would try to do some PV Uncharted for you on the 10th. And I will try to get that done. Most likely it will start sometime around when the impromptus have started in the past. Which is usually around 8 p.m. Eastern time or so, give or take an hour.
My tractor can pull it.
Mine could too. It just couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, it can't pick it up either. One thing though is when it shifts gears, it drops back down to 1 mile an hour.
Oh, there's a spot down there that I have to plow out to.
There's 2 spots actually.
They're side by side though.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty nice cultivator. This does need to be rolled though. It is pulling up small rocks.
No wonder.
Well, I mean, if there ain't no sense in leasing a roller and a rock picker, might as well just get the one that'll do it all. Rock picker.
The rock
Well,
picker,
money.
the rock picker won't create a seed bed.
There's a roller though that shows them underground, doesn't it?
The small
yeah, but it
rocks.
doesn't do the big rocks.
Oh.
We gotta have both. Don't worry, I'll cover the bill.
I think I figured out how to move the plow with my tractor.
On the front.
No. Have a front attachment that weighs the same.
Oh, that works.
Well, that's a balancing act.
It's essentially a counterweight.
You get stuck.
Yeah.
Just the more expensive counterweight.
Sure. You get stuck in super tall mode, can't pick up pieces of wood. That's interesting.
Do you have the player action cam installed?
I do not have the player action cam installed.
I'm asking whoever's getting stuck in super tall mode.
Oh, that's a good point.
If you have the player action cam installed, that tends to happen sometimes. In my experience.
I don't know if it was player action cam or something. I don't think. No, it was. I can't remember. It was an FS19 mod, and it was causing me to sink into the ground, like up to my neck in the earth. It was funky. I've actually got some video where it happens, but you'd have to be really watching close to see it.
My thing is, so my tractor's stuck in first gear.
Stuck in first gear?
Yeah, it's not. My truck's not shifting into second. Or my tractor's not shifting into second.
First gear might be as high as she goes.
Apparently.
For what you're pulling.
I'm pulling the plow.
So the mulching adds 5%. Rolling the seed bed adds 5%. That's my understanding of maximizing yield right now. On top of fertilizing, obviously. And getting rid of weeds.
And a meadow roller won't work, will it?
Nope, that's specifically for grass. But
Because I own a meadow roller.
the meadow roller is nice because it will automatically fertilize your grass field the second after you harvest it. Once you harvest it, if you use the meadow roller on your grass field, you don't have to put that second application of fertilizer. So technically the meadow roller starts paying for itself over time.
It also makes your grass start growing back faster than if you don't roll it.
Hey, John Howarth. Good to have you with us, man. Glad you were able to catch one live. Outstanding. Yeah, the Sunday
Welcome.
streams are a little bit earlier just because I like to give people... Well, you know, we've got an international audience, so I like to give the international audience a chance to participate in the streams as well. Glad you could make it, man.
Oh, for anything, I can't turn right to my tractor.
Because all of it's torquing to the left would be my guess.
Yeah. Oh, wait. My tractor has different... Oh, okay. No, my tractor has, apparently is a 9-speed. I'm just in the high setting. That's why it's stuck in gear 1.
Why, do you have manual gearing turned on or something?
Well, no, but it shows what gear you're actually in. Like, it still affects it even if it's automatic.
I see.
Yeah, the game's just in automatic mode. Doesn't mean the transmission runs as an automatic.
No.
Simon thinks that mulching and rolling are bugged at the moment, which is a very distinct possibility, but even if they are, it's a good idea if once they're fixed to be in the habit of doing it. I mean, that's 10%. If I've got a field that produces 100,000 liters, that's an extra 10,000 liters.
Mm-hmm. My game just crashed.
Probably because of that funky setup you're running.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
And said, man, we can't do this.
Well, the funny thing is it was right when my tractor decided to shift. I heard the sound of it, like, revving down to shift or whatever, and it crashed.
Sparky wants to know when you're going to have that the Farmall and the International swapped over to 22 Caveman.
It's gonna be a little while yet. Trying to actually get permission from the owner of the original mod that I have not gotten permission for yet. So that and still a lot of work left to do on it. Parts of that have to go back into Blender and be re-exported.
It's FS20
Not a
to meet FS22
conversion.
requirements.
Yes. Honestly, if I had the original Blender files or original OBJ file for the tractor and the equipment, it would actually be quicker than trying to convert it. Because there's so much it needs to be done to bring it up to 22 standards.
We did make sure that Caveman got hooked up with the all of the new modding tutorials this week, though. Mr. Corbin, good to see you, bud. I appreciate your help earlier, and yeah, we got it taken care of. Thank you for that, and
Yes, it was greatly appreciated.
hope you have a good day, man. Sparky. Sparky is merciless. Just merciless.
What's he saying now?
He said Charco's computer went faster than 5 miles an hour, so it crashed.
Yes, it definitely did go faster than 5 miles an hour.
Why is it not showing me any servers?
David Smith wants to know, Sharko, if you can use super strength to get your vehicle out of water when it shuts down.
Yeah, if it's deep enough where it kicks you out of the water, you basically have to reset it.
We could always try it. One of these days when Sharko crashes and burns.
There's no deep water though anymore on these maps.
I don't know. I haven't really tested. I haven't looked around that much.
If there's deep water somewhere, Sharker will find it, trust me.
That's true. That's very, very true.
I haven't found it yet, so. Well, that's too fair. I haven't tried the other map. I guess there's deep water on Erlingrat.
I absolutely love how fast that server sync is.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I have a sneaking suspicion that at some point that's going to get jacked up and it's not going to be that fast anymore. And I'm kind of curious as to why exactly. I'm wondering if you have external mods, because obviously the mod HUD mods are preloaded. You know, although, we're playing on a dedicated server now, it might be different also for someone hosting the game.
That's true too.
But so far,
Yeah.
so good, and congratulations. Kudos to Giants for fixing that little bit of a headache.
You tried hiring a worker.
Say what?
Said AI worker has stopped working unexpectedly.
I don't think it was me. Maybe I accidentally
I
hit the wrong button.
don't think it was me.
Don't think it was me. I wasn't touching my keyboard.
But, I mean, it could have been. I mean, I don't even know.
What do you need
Well,
the
it says it probably.
What do you need the hand plant saplings mod for, Harley? I mean, obviously you want to hand plant saplings. I just wondered if you had a. You just want to like plant them around your house so they grow in very specific places, or.
I mean, it obviously wasn't me because I just hit the button to see what would happen. I knew it would take my money to do it, and it hired a worker right away.
Well, it didn't say like hired couldn't be hired. It just said stopped unexpectedly, like there was already one hired.
Yeah, like somebody
Maybe it's
tried
just
to
a
hire
glitch.
one, and. Well, there was one that
Maybe.
just popped up also, and I don't know why. That.
Oh.
That was me. I said I
That's
was
just-
testing it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That
this
was
for
me.
everyone. Yeah, this is a really funky setup I have going. The tractor's not heavy enough for the plow, or has enough tires.
On PC, you automatically have realistic beacons. I don't know of any way to change the beacons. If they're on your tractor, they're on your tractor and running.
Somewhere in settings there should be a way to turn down the realistic lights.
But the default setting is going to be pretty much realistic lights. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I understand. Harley.
Are you planting, Cuban, or are you subsoiling?
I'm
I've act-
subsoiling.
I've actually been a little bit impressed by how quickly mods have come out. In fact, we started on this map and we basically said, we're going to play unmodded. Well, that kind of meant we were playing unmodded until we actually got some decent mods, but we've been getting decent mods pretty quickly, so we're already starting to add a few here and there. It's all good.
And if anybody on PC is looking for a multi-fruit silo, there is one linked in Harv's Discord channel.
That's right. Caveman took the base game silos and converted them to multi-fruit. He's not going to hassle with... well, actually, I think Giants put a moratorium on accepting edited base game mods. They won't take any base game mods that have been edited, which they have in the past, at least not for now. Probably because they didn't want to get flooded, because they knew that was the first thing modders were going to do.
That's what I'm
Probably.
Yeah.
it's one of those things, once you get a couple of halfway decent mods on ModHub, they'll probably start lifting it. But for right now, I'm not going through the hassle of that. But I am also working on a silo that I've built from the ground up,
Oh, very nice.
and a full-blown silo complex that I've built from the ground up. And I actually had somebody message me today or yesterday wanting to know if I could make a feed mixer. A placeable feed mixer.
Interesting.
And after I get my silos done, I will start looking into working on that, because I'll be able to reuse the silo model for part of it.
Very nice. We could use a placeable feed mixer, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we're doing cows yet, but okay. Peter, your youngest daughter reminded you it's their last day of school. Like, this must be their holiday break or something. Or no. You guys are in summer. Yeah, I always forget that Australia is moving into summertime right now, where we're moving into winter. I noticed that if you have a wheel, have your vehicle selected and not the tool. Try to lower the tool. You hire AI instead. Well, for me, I've got on my side panel, I've got the lower button and the higher AI button right next to each other, and every once in a while I'll reach over and accidentally hit the wrong one.
For me, I'm currently using a controller, so one higher AI is just hitting the B button, lowering the tool is left bumper and B button.
I'm using a keyboard, so I just have to hit the H. That's nowhere near any other key on my keyboard that I'm pushing, so I don't normally hit it by accident.
They think instead of just fixing other people's service trucks, you should be making your own service truck now, Caveman.
That's a lot of 3D modeling that I have not done before. And a lot of moving parts and stuff that I have not done before.
Modeling vehicles is kind of like trying to do the human body. It's very complex. Very intricate.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite as bad as doing a face, but still. To make it look good and right. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Dim Snow Bunny, you wish you had friends to play with. Well, I'll tell you. Oh, and that was a little bit of news that I was going to mention today also. I have converted the members, the Harv's World members dedicated server to FS22. I'll be working on that a little bit more today. It's going to have 5 starting farms on it. Each farm will have $1.5 million, no equipment. You will have the starting farms that come on Elmcreek. It is on Elmcreek. Seasons will be turned off because obviously it's hard to run seasons when not everybody can play on the same schedule. But hopefully by the end of the day that will be back up and running for Harv's World members if you want to play together on Elmcreek.
I was gonna say, is that just what's it called? With the snow and all that still there, or
I
snow gone too?
turned the snow off. It didn't make a lot of sense to me to leave the snow on if seasons were turned off.
That's fair. I want to get that there because those are separate. Like you can still have it snow in winter and still harvest.
Right.
Well, it's snowing you can't harvest, but if it's on the ground you can still harvest. I don't think there's an auto load yet.
No auto load yet.
Not yet.
There will be.
There is somebody working on an auto load. It's just not ready yet.
Andrew Baxter, welcome back, man. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to have you with us. You know, There are a few issues, nothing that is game breaking as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people are totally up in arms and what's going on with FS22, and this is awful. Giants should be ashamed of themselves. You know how people get. Okay, needs lime. Only the plowed in sections need lime, so that's good. Field 75 still needs mostly plowed. Okay. Not mostly. It looks like it's about 2/3 of the way done being plowed.
Yeah, I kept losing track of it going north to south. So I changed angle so that I could see the difference in the angle because you cultivated it before.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
And the subsoiler leaves the same texture pretty much. It's slightly different, but it's really hard to tell.
Trash Compactor, welcome to Harv's World. Glad to have you with us, man.
And I gotta say, I love that name.
Trash Compactor, yeah, that's a great name.
I love that name.
Mm-hmm.
The Wolves, how you doing, bud? Good to have you with us too. I'm gonna butcher your name, and I apologize. It's Minkstel, Ilminkstel. I don't know. It is a fun game. Obviously, we have it. And welcome to the stream, man. Good to have you with us. Apparently 82 Studios is working on some kind of auto load stuff, according to Simon.
I mean, there's a base game auto load for
That might be the one I saw, but I was referring to the easy auto load from 19 that loaded everything, not just bales.
Right.
So yeah, there's the bale auto load that's in the base game, or semi-auto load.
Mechanical auto loader.
If you want to drop that plow, Sharko, I'll pick it up now. So you don't have to fight with all of that gear.
No, I'm front heavy.
And if you want to grab the lime spreader and hit the last little bit of lime that we need to do, that would be great.
A little top heavy.
You think?
Just a little. Just a little.
I'm gonna go fix these little spots over here that I missed real quick so they don't accidentally get forgotten. Because that would be something Harv would do. There we go.
Lower the front. There we go.
When you get done with the lime, you might think about a stone picker.
Mm-hmm.
And then by then, it might be time for us to advance to the next day.
December.
I know, right?
Maybe we'll actually get snow.
We might actually advance all the way to spring because there's... Have you guys, any of you guys playing 22, have you seen any snow plow contracts or anything like that anywhere? Because so far they haven't shown up for me where I've had snow. So I'm curious about that. Go ahead, Caveman. And you know, I realized something that once I bought this new plot of land, I'm reasonably certain I could have taken out a bigger loan. Because I think your loan amounts are based on your equity.
I think you're right.
So
if there's nothing else to do after this, you're gonna advance to the next day, possibly all the way till spring.
That is a big field. It is a very big field.
it's a good size.
So lime is just needed down the centers.
Yeah, just check the map. You'll see exactly where it's necessary. So, Andrew, you've planned on waiting a couple months. Yeah, I think most people... Well, no, that's not true because Giants has already sold 1.5 million copies, as they were pleased to tell us. Probably more than that by now. Although, I am a little bit annoyed because I did buy a collector's edition as a Christmas present, and it did not ship on time. Now, they still have time, but And it was GameStop, by the way, that I
And
ordered it
Best
through.
Buy shipped today.
Oh, did they?
Best Buy shipped today.
Well, I hope GameStop's got their act together now too.
From my understanding from Best Buy, they didn't have the copies yet. That was the problem.
I know, that's what I'm talking. Well, I guess I shouldn't say um, that GameStop has their act together. It's more there just weren't physical copies out there for them to be able to ship.
Ship.
Although, how much of that is on the distributor and how much of it is on GameStop overselling?
That I couldn't say. I do know that Best Buy shipped today.
Oh, that's good. I'm sure it'll all be sorted out in good time. Colby. Colby. I just Colby. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. My eyeballs are just not picking up on that today for some reason. I can't see. Justin, good to have you with us too. Has anyone on Xbox been having frame rate issues because of pallets? No, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, yeah. Dim actually has a good point too. Supply chains. If Giants didn't wait until like a week before to ship out their hard copies.
Oh, that's right.
Or
As slow
something.
as shipping is running right now. That's a fair point.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. That's probably what we're waiting on.
Mm-hmm. You might run the lime around the edges, Sharko. And yes, this is me being anal retentive, but there's a lot of little tiny spots that aren't or that didn't get hit.
I see that in the other field. Yeah.
Is that not in the field we're working? Yeah, it's in the field we're working on right now.
Wherever it says we need lime, put lime.
There's a couple strips up to the north of you, Caveman, that missed plowing also. Around the edges, Sharko.
I don't see. It's not the edges for me. It's the center, right here, where I am. But okay.
You don't see all like there's the strip you're liming right now, but then
Yeah.
I see some strips around the edges that need some lime.
Okay.
I see what I'm gonna go get that before I forget about it.
That's fine. It's like a couple of little slivers. You know, if I backed up with a plow like this, I would have just
that did
sheared
nothing.
the blades off. What did nothing?
I went over that strip and it didn't climb it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it needs to
Do
be.
the other one now.
Maybe it needs to be plowed or cultivated first.
Maybe.
And I'll swing.
Where's the other one?
I'll swing through it.
I don't know where it is. Yeah, I'll over there, but somewhere there.
Just run some lime around the edge of the field.
I got this one.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I just plowed this spot that you touched up with lime before. Yep, that's getting it. Giants have come out with a vineyard simulator. start with a small vineyard and work your way up. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Hmm.
Okay, I think I got both of those spots. Yes, I got both of those spots. Gotta find where
There it
I
goes.
left
It is working now. Nope. I think you only plowed half of it. I'll wait.
Well, hopefully I'm getting the rest of it right about now. Unless it's on the other side that I missed.
I think it's the other side. It looks like. Maybe not.
Because of course it
Oh.
is.
I'll just wait until you're completely done it. I just think that plow can flip left and right. Yes, those contracts take forever.
Kind of wish I would have waited for FS22. I honestly think that launch it for base game. Fair enough, Kyle.
Oh, I missed this small little section, I think, right there.
Everybody's experience is different. Some of it's based on your own personal expectations, and everybody has a right to expect certain things, and not what I'm saying. Was it a waste at buying it up front? For me, not personally. Obviously, I have other reasons for that, but to each their own.
At least it's not EA, or not EA, is it Nintendo that keeps the prices the same even after like years of it being released?
Oh gosh, yeah.
It feels terrible for that. It's like, oh, you want this game that's 5 years old? Oh, you still have to pay the full price it was when it was released. What? It's like, what?
Have you seen some of the games have actually gone up in price after
I've
release?
seen that, yeah. They
Like,
either go up in price or stay at price. It's like,
Yeah, like I can't remember which Pokemon game it was, but there's one Pokemon game that it went up $30 in price after 4 years.
mm-hmm. Just still so popular. So like, we can make more money on this.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, it's only for the hard copy. If you go get the digital copy, like the digital copy of it, it's the same price it was when it first came out. But the hard copy has gotten more expensive.
Well, because they probably only make so many hard copies, and people start anticipating them taking on some kind of collector status.
Maybe.
It'd be my
Maybe.
guess anyway.
I mean, it does make valid sense.
And see, this right here is why I haven't been flipping the plow, because I can just turn around easier, quicker than waiting on the plow to rotate.
Yeah, the plow takes forever to rotate.
It does. And this. Oh, someone hired another worker again. Must be hard.
It's button misclicks.
Yeah.
It's weird though, because I know I didn't misclick that button.
Hosting games. Whoo! I have 110 games on my computer.
4,000 games. He might need to go to Game Shoppers Anonymous or something like that.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah, it's a lot of games. I mean, I don't even have that many games on my computer, and I've even got PlayStation 2 games on mine.
I said I own a lot of games. Like every game, to be fair, I've played every game on my computer in the past year.
Did you go?
120 games I own.
Did you go get us a stone picker, Sharko?
Nope.
I,
I'll be back.
I thought you were doing that while when you got the lime taken care of.
He didn't know he had the lime taken care of yet. That's okay.
All right, Matthew. Thanks for coming in, bud. Very much appreciate you being here.
Really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, best of luck to you and your family. We'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers. I'm very sorry to hear about your grandfather, man. Well, that's good, Harv. Harv pulling a Sharko. Doing a huge potato contract on FS19, not knowing how long this would actually take. Dims, nobody don't feel bad. We all made that same mistake.
Making that mistake is like a rite of passage.
It is a rite of it's a coming of farm sim age. You have to see that big $sign potato harvest and go, that sounds good. 12 in-game hours later.
24 real life hours later, why did I do this?
Right. Okay, rollers. I can't pull the big.
Well, if I count the games I didn't pay for, that I don't have downloaded.
Bamada has 350 games and has played them all. I have not played all the games I've got in my Steam profile. That much is for sure.
My Steam profile I have.
I haven't
my
either
Epic
because,
profile.
like, I haven't played all the ones in my Steam profile either because some of them came as part of a collection or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, you get the whole collection of the games for like $30, but the one game out of it I want's like 25.
Of course. Yeah.
So buy the whole collection. If I play it, I play it. If I don't, I don't.
I've never bought a collection.
Really?
I've
Yeah,
never bought a collection.
Steam sales, or they'll often have publisher sales, or when they do their holiday sales, like the one that just ended, they'll have a whole publisher's pack.
The one that just ended was the fall sale. They called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one coming up. That's the winter sale.
Yeah. I said like the one they just had. That wasn't.
Okay, all the plowing has been done.
Outstanding. Now we just got to get the stones off the field, get it rolled, and then we could get it planted.
Can you plant what you want to plant?
Well, I was kind of thinking that we might just get grass in it, get a harvest off of it of grass, and then turn it into an actual field. So at least it's having the opportunity to be productive. Can we plant grass in December? I think we can.
I think we can too. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try something.
No, you cannot plant grass in December.
Oh. Well, I guess it's going to sit fallow then, but at least it'll be prepped and ready to go in the spring. Hey, caveman.
I'm gonna take the extension off that trailer and see if that thing can tip into that trailer.
Oh, the rock collector?
Yep.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Because if it can, that'll save us some running back and forth time, hopefully.
I don't think the rock collector is going to be necessary on the sugar beet field.
It was all small.
I think that was all small.
I did see the roller up at the shop too.
Yeah, you should see it rolling in right about now. No pun intended.
Oh.
You should have seen me
anywhere...
drive past you on the way to the shop.
I didn't see that. Because I have no clue what the big rocks are because anywhere the big rocks should be is all.
Well, if you start on the edge of the field where the barley was planted, and just run that.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, the barley. Okay,
Oh, actually, I was wrong, Sharko. There's big rocks in this field too.
is there? Okay.
Just do the whole field.
Do it all.
Yeah,
Which means we probably need more than one. We should probably all be running stone pickers.
we should also when we sell all our grass and everything, probably just go and buy one.
Probably.
Or two because they're so small.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, BFG, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us, man. Although surely from a lighting perspective, we might have to advance time just so people can see what the heck's going on.
So if you sleep, we can transfer time because we can collect stones next month.
That's
No
true.
time on when you can collect stones.
That's true. Alright, I'm gonna go get a second rock picker. Man, those things are expensive.
You got any rocks in yours already, Sharko?
Oh, I have 700 meters.
Okay.
The
Do me
field's
a
terrible.
favor. Come to
Trevor,
a complete stop.
Trevor Blythe, welcome to the Green Machine. That's what the guys are
Welcome
calling
to the
it.
green machine.
Good to have you as a member, man. Thank you so much
Can
for
you
joining
tip
us.
into that?
I can try. No.
Nope.
Now it's on the field.
Crap.
Oh, and there's no way to pick it back up. You can't, the stone collector won't pick it up loose like that. You're going to have to go get a bucket and scoop it.
Oh. I'm buying a bucket.
Well, you might as well bring the trailer with you, caveman, and just see if it dumps in the trailer that way.
Roll the small, oh, you're supposed to roll again after you plant, or after seeding.
Yeah, I was reading that too.
So rolling becomes a really important part of prepping your fields. Luckily, the rollers are very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they
Well,
are
if you
pretty fast.
Like someone said, I think on Friday, they use the when they were planting, they actually have like in real life they have a roller behind it.
That's a good point.
Well, I guess Sharko, when you get full, just tip it somewhere. I'll pick it up and dump it in the other thing. Still quicker than having everybody run back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally botched that.
So are the rollers putting? Is it good to roll when you don't have big rocks or?
Yeah, if you don't have big rocks, you roll and it will push the smaller rocks just right back into the soil. They disappear.
Mm,
And I thought on that sugar beet field that that's what we were getting, but I was wrong.
yeah. I think it might be tool or something based. I have no clue.
I don't think it's tool based.
Like subsoilers,
I understand, yeah.
the big ones, and any plow or anything takes up big ones.
But see, I only cultivated the sugar beet field. It wasn't fully plowed. And we
I have
still
no
got
clue.
big rocks. And maybe it's a time, like the first time you'll get big, and then after that, as long as you're only cultivating, it goes small. I don't know. Lots of testing still required for all of the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Ray's of the opinion that, or at least suspects that the smaller rocks can't even be picked. They have to be rolled.
Oh,
Those small ones can definitely be picked up.
yes, they can be.
That is definitely a fact. 'Cause I've gone over them and they'll pick them up. Like right now I'm going over small rocks and it's picking them up just fine.
All right. Let's get any equipment that we are no longer using back to the shop. So, man, I've got a lot of stuff leased. Oh,
Well,
no.
any Fen can probably go back that we're not using, if you still have them.
No, I'm keeping the Fent. I'm just talking about anything that got leased today, like we still have one of the corn headers. We need the roller and the front loader stuff. Okay, everything else is good to stay.
Y'all drop rocks on the field, let me know.
Okay.
I thought we had the sleep anytime installed.
You can't
Yeah.
be in a vehicle.
Well, that's right, you can't be in a vehicle. Lee, welcome to Harv's World membership, the Green Machine. Outstanding. 2 new members today. Thank you so much, guys. And we're going to jump forward to tomorrow at 8 a.m. because it's getting a little dark out. It might not even be bright enough yet, but we're going to do what we can.
Oh, and Harv, when you get a chance, I need my weight. I'm gonna drop it off.
Oh, yeah, of course. If you want to run over here, I'll just drop it and you can pick it right up. Actually, at this point, while we're collecting rocks, somebody could be weeding.
The weeder might be heavy enough to do what I need for a weed anyway.
Yeah, the weeder's actually quite heavy. Probably because it can also plant.
I was going to say, that's because it's loaded with seeds.
Oh, since y'all are, just grabbing rocks and stuff, as soon as you get, full, just dump them on the field and let me know where. I'll pick them up.
Okay.
I'm frozen. So I guarantee you it won't be frozen. There it goes. Super speed.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Lee. My pleasure. I tried with the rock picker has now and it would not pick it up. I must say they're there from the start and I turned field rocks off. Maybe because you have field rocks off. If you do any work to your field, like put lime on it or anything like that, I think it kind of freezes the rocks and you can't do anything with it. That's been my experience anyway.
Yeah. If you turn off rocks or anything or paint the ground, the rocks are stuck there for basically ever. So if you didn't turn them off, it would not pick them up. So I think you replow the area, I think, or something like that with rocks on.
Oh my gosh.
Right. I forgot how slow the weeder was.
Slater shouldn't be that slow.
7 miles an hour.
That went a lot faster than that.
I thought it did too. Blame Sharko.
It
mean,
could
it
be
is mine,
damaged.
so-
It could be damaged.
We have used it a lot, so that makes sense.
That is true.
I'll take a look to see what it's at.
Okay, well, Ray was able to roll them in, so I don't know. Can't say for sure. My kingdom for GPS.
GPS would be so nice.
Well, especially for the rock collectors. They don't really leave a trail that you can line back up with, you know?
They actually do. They
Exactly.
cultivate the ground. The cultivated ground changes slightly, but it's super hard to see, especially when there's something in the ground,
Okay.
like the weeds.
The easiest way to tell is if you're doing it on a plowed field state, then you can tell
Yeah.
like easily.
So it gives you a cultivated state, or look.
But if the field's not plowed, it's a nightmare to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to run it the opposite way you ran your cultivator, that works too. But
The weeder is. No, the weeder looks fine. For damage. I don't know.
What's your definition of looks fine, Sharko?
So- Does the damage say, is the damage how much is left of it or how much is done to it?
How much is left?
Oh, then it needs repairs. At 15.
That's the problem.
Can I repair it from the shop? I don't think I can. No.
Well, you can try it and find out.
Nope, I cannot. I'm almost full caveman.
Oh, just
I'll dump
guess-
it at the end of the field for you, just so it's not on the field.
yeah, dump it somewhere. I'm gonna go repair this thing since it's so broken and so slow.
Thanks, it definitely should be faster. Its working speed is... Can't see what it is. I'll submit it at the end of the field.
It should be like 9 or 11 or something like that.
Should be.
It should be a lot faster than it is. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I should be curious in real life how... Oh, I didn't lower it, so I'm not picking up any rocks. That might be important.
Yeah, that might be a little bit important there.
It charged me... Did that charge me? Oh no, it's just an hour, okay. Did you just repair it?
Yes.
They charge you anything?
There is
I don't
an,
know because I repaired my tractor at the same time.
Okay, because it did just charge me something for running costs, so...
there
Yeah,
i-
it should have been
probably
like
charged
200 to
me.
$300.
It was 137.
there is a base game workshop that you can place on your farm. A new one just came out on Mod Hub just the other day, I think Friday even, that is placeable on your farm. It's much cheaper. It's a workshop trailer, but I think it's just a placeable, so it's not like you can tow it around. It's not like mobile, but and actually I think we have that installed. Let's take a look real quick.
It is
We
a
do have it
placeable.
installed.
They haven't gotten the workshop, the mobile workshop script working on 22 yet.
Yeah, it's only $1,000 vehicle workshop. It's very small. You can see this little trailer. I'm not going to place it here, obviously, but there it is, a little mobile workshop
Knock it
trailer.
right down the middle of the field. Stop you. That's the most useful spot. Is the middle of a field.
What is?
Still,
If you place the workshop in the middle of a field, it's the most useful. It's the most useful spot for it because that's where your
Yes.
tractors always need repair.
Well, that's kind of true. Oh, that's a good point. There is a bug in the rock pickers right now that if you use a helper to pick up your rocks, and I've experienced this too, when the rock picker fills, the worker will not stop. They will keep going and continue to pick up rocks.
Oh, that sounds useful.
It kind of does.
it's
doesn't it?
useful.
Especially since, rocks really aren't worth all the hassle of
So I think
selling
this
them
field
off.
they could cover the cost.
Cover the
Cover
cost of what?
leasing them. Leasing them.
I question
Leasing.
that.
If you have a big enough field, it could.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty big field.
I don't think we're going to get that many rocks off of it, though.
I've already had to dump twice, so
I'm a skeptic. I think your part of the field was more rock heavy than mine, too.
that's true, yeah.
Probably because it was plowed and not just cultivated. I mean, I've only got 700 liters of rocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've run the better
Yep.
part of this field by now.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm back up to the 1200 mark.
Yeah, you're getting way
Plowing.
more rocks than I am.
Pops up more rocks.
This field is starting to look pretty good, though.
It does, yeah.
Whenever you get full or whenever you're done, Harv, just dump them. I'll pick them all up at the end.
All right.
Sharker's been dumping down there at that end of the field anyway.
I'm assuming you picked up the ones in the middle of the field.
Yeah, the one from where I told you to test it, yes. Sure did. Now the question is it because that trailer is too tall? Or is it because they just don't... That thing does not tip into the trailer because let me put them in there with a bucket.
Did it let you put it into the bucket?
Yeah, let me pick them up with the bucket and dump them in there.
I don't know, maybe this thing's just meant to be dumped, not dumped. Can't dump into a trailer.
I'm thinking the trailer might be a little too high.
It could be, because it is just on the edge, right? So,
Yeah.
Hey, Forrest, what does Harv have the lion's share of? I'm interested to know.
I'm going over plowed area right now, so it's really easy to see where I've been.
Oh, that's handy. I can barely see if it weren't for my tire
know,
tracks.
That's mostly what I've been going off of is my tire tracks. Who knew tire tracks would be so useful?
Right?
And the fact that the field is like when Caveman did it, he did it on an angle, so I can kind of see where I've been.
This is going to be a pretty chunky field.
That's the only way I could tell where
Oh.
I had been and where I hadn't been, doing on a different angle than what Harv ran the thingy he ran over.
That's a fair point. Oh, I think Sharko ended up because Sharko's doing all the area that's being plowed. He's got the lion's share of the rocks.
Yeah, this that thing too, Caveman.
I'm going to be honest with the changes to the new FS, and I know you can turn them off. Rocks are not my favorite new addition by any stretch. I kind of find them a little bit more of a hassle and less value. And I realize it brings a little bit of realism into the game, and that's fair. But for me personally, I could take or leave them.
I've never seen a rock collector in a field.
Oh, I've seen them. I mean, I haven't seen them in use personally, but I have seen them used in other videos and such, and I know they are a necessity in a lot of places. I've seen rock crushers too. Those things are nasty. You wouldn't want to get your foot caught in one of those things.
Actually, that's wrong. I have heard of those ones you can add to like bobcats and all that.
Right.
For like places where there's old barns, like old barns that were in the middle of a field. I've heard those, but
Well, Forrest, Sharko's already emptied rocks twice, and I have only got 1,000 liters. I'm still only half full, so
I only think it takes four. I think it takes 4 full things to cover the cost of one stone collector.
yeah. But we have 2 stone collectors.
Yeah, so it cover the cost of half.
If we had done it all with one, it would have covered the cost of leasing it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it would have took twice as long.
Yeah, and it's already taken for bloody ever as it is.
It is. I mean, I know Harv turned them off and on his other stream. Or his personal world, I guess you could say.
We've got a weird little patch of field right here. I'm not sure what's going on there. If it got missed with the plow or what. Oh, there you go. Kyle's seen it on Millennial Farmer. Millennial Farmer uses one, not the way we're using them, obviously, but
Oh, too bad you couldn't run it behind like a plow or something. So while you're plowing, you can just pick up the rocks.
well, I
That'd
guarantee
be
you,
too convenient.
I guarantee you, somebody's working on that.
Well, the 6M has a trailer hitch, would be good.
Oh, man, that news from Caveman about the 6M coming.
Uh-huh.
I need to run back down this way just a little bit because I know there was a couple stretches I was running too wide on.
That's true. Direct drills don't bring up rocks. But I also think, at least with grass, direct drills are bugged.
Yep. At least with grass, they are.
Yeah.
I guess that's some more testing we need to do to figure out if they're bugged with just grass or with everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, we
Right.
used the direct drill on the canola up here, so
That's true,
yeah,
we
can't seem to go
did.
for it too fast.
Guess we'll. When we drill this field,
Well,
we got to use a non-direct drill to see if it does use less.
a non-direct drill. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of planning on the Lemkin, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I like the Lemkin. Actually, I found a really cool the Kinsey planters. If you guys haven't used the Kinsey planters yet, they are pretty
Oh, they're
darn
nice.
sweet. They are
Nice.
very, very cool planters.
Really?
Oh, that reminds me. Hopefully, well, if I don't have to go out of town tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow I'll have the multi-fruit Kinsey planters on Discord.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I really like the Kinsey planters. Yeah, exactly, Eric. It would be nice to be able to rock collect, multi-pass something with this thing.
Yeah.
Even if the rock collector was a cultivator, I mean, it's digging the ground. Maybe it is cultivating. Does it give a cultivated state?
It, texture-wise, yes.
But not really.
I don't think it does, no.
I don't think so
It's just
either.
it's not changing the state of any of the lime or anything.
That's fair, yeah.
Cultivator normally would, so. The cultivator rock picker, at least the way this is working, should definitely be possible.
There you go, caveman.
It's like, oh my god, so many mods now I have to make.
Well, I mean, I get a lot of people asking for a lot of different things, and I kind of just pick and choose what's something that I'm interested in doing.
Well, that's what you should do.
I'm not going to make stuff just because people want it. I'm going to make it because I want to.
Well, you could be like Bex. If you ask Bex to make a mod, odds are pretty good that she's going to tell you what to go do with yourself. Because she has a whole slew of mods that she's working on already. But if you're talking to Bex and she's like, I'll bet he'd like to have something like this, next thing you know, you'll have a mod that you didn't even know you were asking for. That's how she rolls, man. She's like, because she's been burned too many times, people will come to her, oh, I want a mod, and then she'll either find it posted somewhere or, they have expectations and demands about it, and she just doesn't play that. She's like, I'm too busy to,
Yeah.
to get taken for granted that way. And so, when she makes a mod for you, appreciate it, because it's hard. These guys work hard, man. It's our modding community that really makes this game something special. It really is. FS19 proved that in a humongous way, and I see it coming right into FS22, and it's going to be just as important.
One reason I don't tell people no, just straight up no, unless it's something I know I can't do. Because I like I don't have a problem with them asking. I just have a problem when people ask and you tell them I can't do it or it's not possible, and they insist that you can do it and it is. That's what I have a problem with, because when people ask for stuff, it might be something I've never thought of. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought of that.
No, that's fair.
But like I didn't think I'd never thought about trying to make my own feed mixer until somebody messaged me and asked for one.
All right, let's catch up with everybody. Welcome back, Sprue. Sprue made it back. Gary Robertson, good to have you back with us, man. And could you hook the rock collector to the back of a plow? Well, the problem is the rock collector, it doesn't
Actually, could you do
require
it with a
direct
subsoiler?
drill, but it needs hydraulics. So I suppose you
What
could
about-
run hydraulic lines back across your plow, but I don't know. Maybe on a subsoiler that would be easier. That's a good point too.
The reason why I'm saying subsoiler is some subsoilers have that like distance, like that gap in the middle. So I wonder if you could still technically hook it up to a trailer, even if this subsoiler doesn't allow you.
I think I've got the last pass here, Shorka. We might actually be done with these bloody rocks.
Well, I saw some somewhere. I don't know if y'all went back and grabbed them.
Probably
Oh,
on,
no, did I
on
miss
that
them?
on that beat field. It's probably me because I know I was running my swaths a little bit
Oh.
wide for a while.
I saw one right here.
We'll be able to tell
Make
for
him.
sure once the weeds are off the field.
I was gonna say there was a bunch of weeds on the field too when I was doing it, so I couldn't really see the best.
Oh, that well.
Yeah, but I think I did. Looks like I did a pretty good job considering how many rocks there is on this field.
No worries,
Yeah.
Gary. We're just glad you're able to make it. So basically, I've gone into a whole bunch of debt to pick up more farm, and we have merged 3 fields here. I'm trying to get them ready. We were going to try to get grass in them, but we didn't make it. And so now we're just prepping them to make sure they're ready for springtime.
Oh, you missed one right here.
Yep, I've got one right here too.
Yep.
I'm sure there are far more hidden in these bloody weeds.
Well,
As
sometimes
long
you
as
can
y'all
just miss
remember
them.
where all y'all's rock piles is, I'll get them all up.
Well, mine are really just at the end of the fields.
Well, wherever Sharko dumped his, I'll dump mine.
I'm dumping mine right now.
Oh, you're all the way out on that far corner? Okay. Oh, I just
That's
saw.
interesting. I can't dump on the road.
Oh, we must not own the road.
I can dump on the far side of the road. Just not.
Hopefully I can pick them back up then.
Maybe we could, yeah, I was going to say maybe we
Yeah,
just
you own it.
dump them in another
No.
farmer's field or something.
No, you own that. You own actually quite a bit. Actually, you own quite a bit of land on that side of the field.
I still don't know what's going on there. There's a weird
you
little
actually own
spot
quite-
in the field.
Yeah. You own all this land, Harv.
If all else fails, we could go into the gravel business. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, down at the end, there's quite a bit of additional room down past that sugar beet field.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be the place to put the silo.
Gonna need to do some leveling first.
Well,
But not a
that's,
bad
That's
place.
bad.
that's a given, yeah.
There's a tiny patch of rocks right behind me.
Wonder if the weed can just pick up a bit of weeds.
All right, so
Or
you gonna
rocks.
track down any rocks we forgot, Sharko?
Yep, I can do that.
Okay. We can't
If there's
plant
any rocks in
anything.
the lime, I can't see. Oh, it's snowing.
Well, we do
Oh,
have
would you
some
look at
snow
that.
falling.
That was weird. My charger just decided to just stop.
So I guess the question now is, do I have to roll this field before I plant it, or do I have to roll afterwards? Rolling would put the small rocks back in, but we just took care of our rocks. So is rolling necessary at this point?
I think people say you have to roll before you plant and roll after you plant.
Yeah, but rolling before you plant is... Oh, well. We'll just roll
It
it.
gives you the seed bed, I thought.
Rolling is very quick. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I think the rock picker also gives you the seed bed too, doesn't it?
Oh, let's take a look at our map and see.
Seed bed? Yeah? Oh no. Or is that cultivated? That's cultivated.
Yeah, it just says cultivated. We do not have a seed bed.
Actually, does that mean it is? Because a plow does not give a cultivated state, and there was definitely sections on this field that were just only plowed. Maybe it does give it a cultivated state.
Well,
I don't know.
technically, so plowing and cultivating are obviously two different states, of course. But your field is, by plowing, technically cultivated.
That's true. I guess so. If you, depending on how big your plow is, some planters might not like that deep rivets.
Oh, I need to catch up with everybody. Michael Aubrey's used a direct drill with no problems. Sprue was reminding us we could tip those rocks into a smaller trailer. Yeah, we could, but we're strapped pretty thin financially. We need to make some money back without spending too much more. Use a direct drill, no problems with crops. Not used it for grass. Yeah, that's what we need to test. No worries about being late, Gary. I hope I filled you in. If you got questions, feel free to ask. Harv, you got an email address so I can send? Yeah. In fact, it's right there available, the same place my P.O. box is, on the About tab of the YouTube channel. It should be harvsworld2020@gmail.com. Yeah, well, you know, overcast, the lighting is not the best.
Not terrible.
No, but it's not doing very good for the video transmission.
Oh yeah, YouTube's video compression.
But yeah, it does look a lot darker on the stream than it looks in the game.
Get this thing running on the right path. See if I can
Yeah, YouTube's video
adjust
compression looks terrible.
see if I can adjust my lighting settings at all. I'm not seeing any brightness control. No, I don't see brightness. If I'm missing it, please tell me, but I'm not seeing brightness anywhere. Okay. We missed some sports chat. Oh, that's a good question, David, actually. You know, for folks who live in places like Australia, how much of a hassle is it for them that this game is strictly made to set the seasons like the Northern Hemisphere?
Well, do you know if the seasons are changeable?
They're changeable with a line of code in the map. It's controlled by the map.
Okay.
It'll be interesting if our map makers, when they start dropping Australian maps, if they actually take that into consideration.
Hopefully
Yeah,
they do.
Then those of us who live in North America can be confused like crazy.
This map looks really cool. It goes to play it. Why is it like colder in the summer?
Yeah, why is
Warmer in the
July
winter?
like 0 degrees Celsius?
Oh, now there's an annoying tip. Ridge markers dig up rocks when you're seeding if you run ridge markers. That's not right.
No, that's definitely not right.
I
Probably 'cause
mean,
it acts like a plow.
they've always made ridge markers function as a plow, but still, that they're digging up rocks, that's kind of ridiculous.
That's stupid.
This
Dave,
means
David, I don't have the shaders installed on FS22 right now. I don't want to make any of those kind of changes until I know exactly what I'm up against, and right now the lighting is not the best, is it? You know, technically, we could probably sleep another day, guys. You want to do that and see if we get some better lighting and weather?
Well, I'd like to get all the weeds out before they get too big so they can't be pulled out with a weeder.
That's
First.
fair. Andrew Taylor, welcome to Horror's World. Glad to have you as a subscriber, man. Thank you so much for joining us. You are in good and austere company, man. Yep, we're farming in the snow.
maybe
Snow
we'll
bunny.
have snow on the ground.
If Animal Crossing can change the seasons, Farm Sim should be able to.
Should and can
Get that
are
right.
different things.
Actually, that, you know, couldn't Giants have transported a lot of the pre-made geos that were done, and you'd have been able to select, you know, what country are you in? But to be fair, I mean, Elmcreek is clearly a U.S. map, so you would have a U.S. geo.
Yeah.
Baileron is a French map, so you would have a French geo. And Erlengrad is a Switzerland map, so you'd have a Swiss geo. And I'm really looking forward to maps dropping on the mod hub. Although
You know, it'd be really cool. I don't think it'd be possible. Is if you could change, like the state on the same map. So up in a mountain, it would snow, and down the valley, it would rain.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you'd almost have to have elevations at that point.
Yeah.
And this pile of
Yeah,
rocks is in a bad place.
Something tells me the game engine's not complex enough to handle that right now.
Probably not.
It can tell the difference between a ground plane and a water plane, though.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's possible. Just it's probably not easy for a mod maker or map maker to do it.
That's a great
To
point,
buy-
Gary. Snow belongs on mountains and calendars only. I'm not a fan
Hey, I
either.
love snow. We got about a good 3 inches of snow last night. Just get another 2 inches of snow this night or tonight.
You have to love it, or it would make you miserable. You get so much of it.
Well, you down here on the lower parts of Ontario get nowhere near as much as North Ontario.
That's okay. We're supposed to be getting somewhere around a foot of rain over the next week.
That's a lot.
Yeah, see,
It's a
Kyle
lot of
was
rain.
Kyle was
I won't
just
buy some
backing you up
sandbags.
on your Ontario. He's like, even in Ontario, the climate down south is totally different than up north. Yeah, and that's absolutely true. I mean, look at
Cats are bigger than Texas.
Look at California. The southern half of California is a desert, and the northern half of it is practically a rainforest.
That's true, yeah. Well, like Canada's like bigger than all of Europe, or Ontario alone is bigger than Europe. So
Yeah, I can get the rocks up. That's a good thing.
And that's a good thing. So, are you done with the weeds then?
Yes, I'm done with the weeds.
All right, let's get out of this snow. It's pretty and all, but people can't see crap.
Well, I actually have a tractor I use to plow the snow.
Oh, dim snow bunny! If you're getting snow in South Texas, something is very, very wrong. It's still snowing.
Oh, ooh.
Okay.
There's some snow on the ground, or more frost.
It looks frosted.
Rusty.
That didn't help very much. It's just going to perpetually snow.
I was gonna say, Ryan, I live an hour and a half north of Toronto.
Hey Ryan, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I have to agree with Justin. Loving snow is a young man's game.
I have a tractor though. It's not. I don't shovel it. I have a tractor that I moved it with.
Us old farts have seen all of it we ever want to see. There's nothing worse than going out to go to work and you have to clean your car off before you can go and
Just started a half an hour early.
freeze
Then
your
it all melts.
took us off. Yeah, and that's a half hour of gas being burned. You're Mr. Ecological, use electric for everything, and you just want to go out and burn gas to heat your
I
car
mean,
up so you don't have to clean the
anyways to
snow
get-
off?
You have to heat it up anyways, otherwise it's freezing when you get into it.
Well, I got to start my truck up and let it run for a good 15 to 30 minutes when it's that cold out, or it does not like to run.
I think it's like minus 20 Celsius here, which is I think closer to minus. I think it's around minus 30. I don't know. Give me a second.
Man, look at this ground. It's really frosted. That's pretty cool texture in the wintertime for the ground. I have to say that.
Mm-hmm. It gets to minus 4 Fahrenheit up where I live. On the that's normal winter temperatures.
At least with old seasons, you couldn't do anything in the wintertime. Like you couldn't touch your field in the wintertime. Old seasons would be like, the ground is frozen. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can still plow in the winter. So.
No, you couldn't.
No. I mean now
you can now.
Oh, you can now. Yeah. Right, Justin? Absolutely. There you go. See, Optimus hates snow so much he's moving to Florida. He'll take hurricanes over snow.
No, I'm not minus 20 already. No. It's pretty cold. We get
20.
to around minus 8 here, where I am. Today though was pretty high. It was a high of 6. We still have the good 3 inches of snow on the ground. No, I'm in the Peterborough area, not Barrie.
Sprue wants snow. He wants it to show up in the UK. In 28 years, Dim Bunny has only ever seen, or Dim Snow Bunny. Wait a minute. Her name is Dim Snow Bunny, and she's only ever seen snow twice. That's a little bit of a contradiction there. I hate to
She
say.
must just really like snow.
Well, she does. Yeah,
I'll-
that's fine. But that's
I'll say
because she's
this.
only ever seen it twice in her lifetime.
Minus 20, way below 0, is a lot better than sitting around freezing point. Because sitting around freezing point, you get black ice. That's not fun. You don't want black ice. Below freezing quite a bit, you don't get any of that, so it's a lot safer to drive on the roads.
That's fair. Just below freezing. In Fahrenheit, when I was a truck driver, they taught us if it gets to 29 degrees Fahrenheit and the roads are wet, look out for black ice because that's when it comes.
You should be around 30 too.
Well, these were
Not
professional
29.
truck drivers trained
fair.
in managing roadways. So I'm sorry, Sharko, but I'm pretty sure I trust their judgment over yours.
Well, that's fair. I just know ice can freeze at 0, so. and
Yeah, it
0
can.
Celsius is 32.
But if you think of
Yeah.
a roadway,
I guess
you've
if you're on the
got
road, it'll be a lot warmer.
you've
so.
got oil, rubber, all kinds of crap built up on it. Usually the roads have been treated in some way to prepare for it.
Our roads aren't treated, not unless you're in the mountains.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you live in Canada.
We don't treat our roads. We just, I mean, they get salted. If they're salt or if there's sand, then
That's
you're fine.
that's a
But
treated road.
Hey,
oh, I
Sharka,
thought
what are
you
you
meant,
doing
like,
right now?
nothing.
Come grab this trailer over here and bring it down to where your southern rock piles are for me, please.
Yep.
Man, we've been having a rock solid stream today. Holding strong, 42
yeah.
viewers, outstanding. Chat's been moving right along. I've almost been able to keep up.
Now remember, if worst comes to worst, Harv, you can't always turn slow chat on.
Oh, it hasn't been quick or anything. I've just one of the issues that I personally run into, and I just missed a whole row there, is that without GPS, I've got to constantly watch where I'm driving.
Yeah.
So it's hard to drive and pay attention to chat at the same time. That's all. And it's important to me that I try to keep up with everybody.
uh, good point, Optimus.
Optimus. You're not a card. You're the whole deck, man.
And you pulled right in my way, Sharko.
They'll pull in front of you, so you can just dump it easily.
All right, right there works.
Well, that's a fair point too, Gary. That's right. If the ground is frozen and all of that, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I was gonna say that maybe the difference up here is our roads aren't used as often as they are probably in the States. So we don't have as much rubber on our roads or people driving it to keep it warm.
Oh, so David grew up in L.A. He didn't see. I mean, they would go visit snow once a year, but it wasn't until after his 11th birthday that he saw real snow for the first time.
Well, so you can get snow in LA from like an hour and a half drive, I think, to the mountains.
Yeah, it's called Big Bear.
Yeah.
There's a mountain there called Big Bear that you can go visit the snow. Plus the Sierra Nevadas. I mean, California runs all the way up to Oregon. It's a 700, 800 mile trek from southern to northern California. And there's plenty of mountains near Well, I'm only an hour from the California border myself, and maybe an hour and a half from the Sierra Nevadas.
Go sell it.
So they're up.
I was gonna say, going around a corner at 50 miles an hour with potatoes is fun. Yeah, because weights actually calculated now a lot more than they were in 19, I think.
All right, Dim Snow
yeah.
Bunny, you said you were from Texas, right? In the States, we call lorries trucks. I've never heard anybody from the States actually use the word lorry, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know, I don't hear lorries often either. I would not recommend it.
I've only heard
Unless
it called that once or twice.
Unless he's
the
from
States.
Europe or something, and he's moved to the States. So he's used to hearing lorries. But that definitely does not sound like a Texan thing.
Definitely doesn't sound like a Texas thing.
Be more like 18-wheelers or something like that, I could see.
Man, I'm getting
Truck,
Or a big rig. I could see big
18-wheeler, big rig,
Yeah.
rig, big truck.
big truck.
It's a truck.
It generally has something to do with truck or rig.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand now. Dim Snowbody's fiance is British, so she or he has been picking up on the lingo.
That would make sense, actually.
That does make complete sense.
Gotcha.
I'm getting cold just watching the snow fall in the game, man. I'm almost
Well,
not
the
even
funny thing is-
exaggerating.
That's one thing that a lot of people say they hate about winter, and as Canadians, you get used to it real fast. So in this fall, you'll see everyone wearing like jackets like when it's above 0. In the spring, it might be like just 0. People will be going out with shorts.
That's the way it is here too.
It's just like you're going outside when there's still snow on the ground. You're in shorts and everything. It's just like
Well, that's because over time your body adapts to whatever temperature it needs to adapt to. So, after a few months of going outside when it's 0 degrees, your body's like, oh, we can handle 0 degrees. We taught ourselves how to do that. And so then when it gets
and
to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, in the springtime, you feel warmer at cooler temperatures.
hmm
Right.
also
Now,
snow. The rocks were almost worth nothing.
who got paid for that? Sharko?
I did.
Told you it was based off who sold it, not who owns the
Well,
trailer.
it's my tractor.
So you use whoever's got to sell grain with my trailer uses their tractor to pull it.
Apparently.
I think the
No.
thing with the buying stuff, I think that had something to do with it was Harv's tractor, and it was his leased equipment.
Oh, it was yeah,
It,
that's true.
it could be because it was leased.
The way
War
I
is actually very insulative.
the
So
way
that wa-
the way I kind of look at it is, if we're going to do communal farms, we'll do communal farms, and whoever gets the money will just spread the wealth as necessary.
Yeah. I mean, we
Do
don't. It's
that
not like we
too.
play when there's no stream, so
Yeah, we don't play when there's no stream, that's right. I mean, that's kind of the point of the communal farming, to some degree.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Kyle says warmer. It feels warmer when it snows. Yeah.
When you get cloud cover too, especially later in the day, cloud cover will warm things up too, because it starts socking in whatever heat the earth is putting off.
The warm cover up here makes it colder. Not fine.
Depends on the humidity level too.
Our humidity. I think last time I checked, the humidity was 98. Last time I checked where I am.
98. Well, yeah, if it's snowing already, then yeah, it would be 98.
It doesn't drop low. That's the thing we can't. But problem is, it gets so cold that 98% humidity is very low water level compared to dry heat air. Or not dry, but hot air.
Well, I don't think you're going to get to 98% humidity without having some kind of precipitation. Correct me if I'm
Fair.
wrong. Please do, but
Well, even during the summer, we get up to around the 90 level. Sit around there. And it
Can't-
cannot be raining at all. But we also live where there's a bunch of water, so that probably also makes a big difference.
there
Yeah.
you go. Oh, Dim Snow
Compared to
Bunny
a
is a she, so I thought you were, but in this day and age, you cannot make assumptions about that. What's your pronoun?
Mhm.
All of that's going on in the world. Respect to those people who, whatever. Moving along. Before I stick my foot in my mouth. Semi tractor trailer. And yet, lorry is easier to spell. Although semi is pretty darn easy.
That's
Or,
true.
in Shariko's case, it's a semi.
What?
You pronounce it differently.
Oh, a semi and not semi.
Yeah, we call them
Yeah.
semis, and you call them semis. And the semi here has a whole different. I almost like said a non-stream word, a whole different connotation.
I can call them semis for you guys.
Watching the snow make Sparky's arthritis act up. I don't blame you, man. I'm literally getting
It's
cold just
pretty.
watching this.
See, this makes me want to go outside.
This makes me want to wrap a blanket around myself and grab a fresh hot cup of coffee. And
Well, I know our frost levels right now are -2.
Well, this made me cut my air conditioner on for more realistic gameplay.
Oh yeah, Kyle, I'm with you there. When it rains and the sun comes out, don't even go outside, basically. Or basically, yeah, if it's a high humidity in Canada or at least Ontario, you walk outside when there's sun out and there's a high humidity, you'll be sweating almost instantly.
well, I will say it's
And that's
awfully pretty.
no joke. Oh, it is very pretty. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you guys outside my window on Discord.
Okay.
Okay, I think everything's been returned. I think our field is as good as it can get. It only took us just over 2.5 hours. We had an extra long stream today, and everybody's been fantastic. And just one last catch up. Welcome to the Weather Channel on Harvest World. Nice, Andrew. Welcome to the Weather Channel. Harvest World presents you with in-game weather reporting. Anthony Carter, semi has the same connotation in the UK. Fair enough. White and 2, thanks Harv. Okay, you're welcome, Peter. Found out that a young lady can't drive when it snows, and I have to find out how well my truck... Oh gosh, Kevin. I did notice there was snow in that picture you sent me, man. Optimus, I have heard that phrase before. And I don't know exactly specifically where it came from, but... And yeah, we'll check contracts. Oh, we do have plowing contracts. Nope, but they're just field plowing contracts, not snow plowing contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all we've got. And on that note, guys, it's been a great stream. Had a lot of fun. Really glad to have each and every one of you with us. One more week to help families in need for Christmas. Be very proud of yourselves. We've come a long, long way. Much farther than we ever anticipated. Caveman, Shirko, parting thoughts and words.
Enjoy the snow if you live in the northern hemisphere.
See y'all at the next stream.
Absolutely. Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that said, you all have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week. And you all take care. Potentially, Eric, potentially.